Hello, everybody. This is the John Crow, and I wanted to show you just a couple little kind of experiments that I've been working on. They're nothing really special, but they might be useful to you in your projects in some way, shape, or form, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done on them. This is essentially replicating what the Super Mario Brothers effect might be if you jumped on one of the Koopa Troopas or one of the turtles, whatever they were called. And in this case, I've got either pigs or guinea pigs. I can't quite recall which one. And if I jump on one of them, you can see I can just squish it. And you can sort of see part of the reveal right there. And I need to hide those 6 voxel spheres that I've got sending messages. But just to quickly show you how it was done, this guy here is not really for anything. It's pretty straightforward. So I've got this cow. I guess it's a little cow. It's kind of cute. And if you look, I've got a cow sitting there, and the cow has a prey behavior on it, which really doesn't matter. What matters is its health component, and its health component is set to, there's my old duplicate trick again. Bandicam and Control-Alt-D. The instant message is cow.1.kill, and if you look under the cow parented to it as children, we've got 2 6-vox spheres. Normally I use these spheres for shooting projectiles. I've got some kind of smaller missile launchers, if you will, that I've been working on, and they work perfectly for kind of hiding things. So if I edit the speaker on that, you can see that it's looking for something called carpet, and it's got a message that gets sent out, cow.1.dead. Remember, you can't have the speaker component on both the baby cow. You can't have the speaker component and then the kill happen on the same one. You need to relay them. So you kind of have to go, speaker component is listening, and it's going to relay that through a message broadcaster, and that's then going to get fed to the health component on the character, and that's going to kill it incidentally. So we're relaying that through another message broadcaster, which is the second in our chain, and you can see that it's got the message cow.1.kill. It's sending in a specific range because it's looking for the tag cow. And if I had a lot more of these, this still works regardless of how many cows they are. If I look down here, I look on the cow, eventually you'll see that it has the cow tag, and so does this one. Where is it? This one over here as well. And the worry would be if they get within a small range of one another, then their overlapping distances might become a problem, because you're going to get this one sending message to the tag cow, and this one as well. But the differentiating factor, and this is maybe where some of the latency starts to creep in, is it's sending a specific message, cow.1.dead, which is the kill message on the actual cow asset itself, which is it's identified as cow.1, and the message broadcaster switching it from cow.1.dead to cow.1.kill, added to the specific cow, and I'm going to hit Control-Alt-D, it of course duplicated it, but to that cow tag on the object there. So that's kind of what's happening with that particular setup. And the carpet is I just picked up a desert carpet. I think it's just the default sandbox one I've got here. It's hidden, and it has nothing on it except the tag carpet. And I'm using that, the carpet, sorry, and I actually duplicated this accidentally. So let me, there's the carpet up here. If you look, I've got a picker on the parent, and the pickable is actually picking with an offset. So if my picker's here, what it's going to end up doing is moving it down and back. And I think it was -2 and -1.5. And I would just mess around with these values depending on what it is that you're doing. And remember that whenever you're working with the sandbox, I'm not sure, maybe someone that is in the know may be able to comment on this. I'm not sure how many decimal places the precision goes, but I know that for projectiles it makes a huge difference, and I'm certain that it has an impact. So anyways, what's happening is this object here is set with no collisions, and as soon as it gets parented, it's going to drop underground. Again, I duplicated it again, And then if I tab into the game, I'm actually picking it up right here because it's invisible. The object, if you look, you can see it. Yeah, there it is below me. And if I just jump, I think this guy got unparented. So let's go over to this guy here. There, you can see I can just crush him there. Oh, there's another one. I made a duplicate. So maybe this one? Yeah, I can crush that one as well. What I would also do on top of this is I think having a really nice squash animation would be good. Actually, let's go in. Where did this guy go? So is it this one? Yeah, it's this one right here. It doesn't have a child. So I'll take the 16 box and drop it on there. And that actually, it still needs the message broadcaster. So I'm just actually going to delete that and stick with my original too. In any event, that's basically kind of an interesting setup there. It's a mechanic you might use, you could use. You could use it for a clearing stage in one particular quest. It doesn't have to be the mechanic that you use that defines the whole game. But some of you doing side-scroller games might find this really useful. And what's kind of cool is, depending on how you set it up, you could maybe have different kinds of pickables. And obviously, people are doing that anyways. They're using them as keys and whatnot for speaker components. But in terms of a mechanic you could use to jump on top of the character, maybe exploring with different depths, different radii, I guess, and so forth. In any event, something I thought I'd leave you with. I'm not sure how useful it is, but my name is the John Crow, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.